What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Sunday, August 13th, 2023, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. So, apparently, earlier this morning, a Russian warship fired warning shots at a cargo ship in the Black Sea, and this is being reported by Reuters. Now, this Russian warship also dispatched a helicopter to board the cargo ship, and the Russians are saying that the cargo ship did not respond to radio calls, that they were trying to call this cargo ship and they didn't respond, and so they fired at this cargo ship, and the cargo ship had a flag from the country of Palau. So this is very, very concerning and a huge escalation. This is the first time that the Russians have actually fired at a civilian cargo ship. Okay, this was a civilian cargo ship destined for Romania, and this happened not too far from the coast of Bulgaria. It was in the southwestern part of the Black Sea, okay, near Bulgaria, and this thing was going to the port of Izmail in Romania. Okay, so this is huge news, guys. This is very, very concerning. We know that Russia said that they would treat any ship going into the Black Sea as a threat, and this was stated after Russia pulled out of the grain deal with Ukraine. They said that any ship going into the Black Sea would be treated by Russia as a potential hostile military ship. So this is crazy, guys. Let me read to you some more details here. A Russian warship on Sunday fired warning shots at a cargo ship in the southwestern Black Sea as it made its way northwards, the first time Russia has fired on merchant shipping beyond Ukraine since exiting a landmark UN brokered grain deal last month. Russia in July halted participation in the Black Sea grain deal that allowed Ukraine to export agricultural produce via the Black Sea, and Moscow cautioned that it deemed all ships heading to Ukrainian waters to be potentially carrying weapons. Russia said in a statement that its Vasily Baikov patrol ship had fired automatic weapons on the Palau flagged Sukru Okan vessel after the ship's captain failed to respond to a request to halt for an inspection. Russia said the vessel was making its way towards the Ukrainian port of Izmail. Refinitiv shipping data showed the ship was currently near the coast of Bulgaria and heading towards the port of Sulina in Romania. All right, so basically, the Russians wanted to board this ship and inspect it, and the ship didn't want to and was ignoring them, so they fired at it. Pretty crazy, guys. To forcibly stop the vessel, warning fire was opened from automatic weapons, the Russian Defense Ministry said. The Russian military boarded the vessel with the help of a Ka-29 helicopter, the ministry said. After the inspection group completed its work on board, the Sukru Okan continued on its way to the port of Izmail, the defense ministry said. A Turkish defense ministry official said he had heard an incident had taken place involving a ship heading to Romania and that Ankara was looking into it. A spokesman for Ukraine's defense ministry said officials had no details about the incident yet, but that it was clearly another hostile act by Russia. So this is absolutely crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. So wanted to just share this with you. And we also have some breaking news that the last radiation monitoring sensor at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant was taken offline by the Russians. Okay, so now there's no way for the Western world to monitor the radiation at this nuclear power plant. Okay, and this is the largest nuclear power plant in Europe and also one of the largest in the world. Okay, massive amount of energy produced by this thing when it was running. Now all of the reactors are shut down except I believe one or two that are in like a hot shutdown so they can power the actual plant itself. And one of the reactors is having issues with a steam and water leak, and that happened like 2 or 3 days ago. The mainstream news didn't really cover it much, but there was some kind of a steam leak and also a water leak. Okay, so that's concerning, and that was in I think reactors 3 and 4. Okay, but there's literally no way for the West to monitor the actual radiation at the power plant because what's happening is Russia is giving the radiation levels manually to the West. Okay, they're telling them what the radiation levels are, but they could obviously lie. That there's no way to check what they're saying is true. But you can see all these sensors here are offline, they're gray. Okay, so very concerning. We still have excessive heat warnings across the Gulf Coast states, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, all under excessive heat warnings, temperatures over 100 degrees with very, very high humidity. Stay cool, stay indoors if you're in this area, if you live here. Don't go outside too much because, heat exhaustion and heat stroke is no joke. And the Perseid meteor shower is going to be peaking tonight. So if you have a clear sky and there's no light pollution, go outside tonight and look to the sky. You should see some meteors, a meteor shower. Here's a picture of one of the Perseid meteors from last night. And the Perseid meteor showers every summer this time of year, mid-August. It's every summer. So go outside, look to the sky, and you should see something. And right now we have a nuclear war communications relay plane in the air outside of Texas, off the Texas Gulf Coast, heading in from the Gulf of Mexico, about to fly over Houston. Okay, this plane can remotely launch all of our Minuteman III ICBMs, and it's also responsible for communicating with our submerged nuclear armed submarines. There were 3 of them in the air yesterday, and we also have a P-8 Poseidon sub-Hunter plane, and it's currently off the coast of Virginia Beach. They frequently monitor this area because, if any Russian or Chinese submarines were to be anywhere on our eastern seaboard, they'd probably be somewhere here, so they could keep an eye on our naval base in Norfolk, where we have all our aircraft carriers, and also so they can be relatively close to Washington, D.C. If they were to want to fire ballistic missiles into D.C., they could fire short-range ballistic missiles or cruise missiles from submarines, and the warning time would be very, very little because it's just so close to D.C. But very interesting for there to be a sub-Hunter out there today on a Sunday afternoon, and then also this E6. Also very interesting. It's not too common to see these in the air on a Sunday. I'm not saying that it's totally unusual, but it's not that common. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I'll keep you updated. Take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.